Coming up in weather, I will detail tomorrow morning's commuter forecast. And we're looking live right now at the intersection of Parley's Canyon.
It has ripped the roof off the Delta Center. I can't breathe.
This storm will last maybe 1 to 2 hours.
First alert weather only on 2 News.
Thanks for joining us as we honor a man you've welcomed into your home for the past 34 years. I'm Heidi Hatch. Sterling Poulson has been on the air here for more than 3 decades at KUTV, but he didn't start his career here in Salt Lake City.
We're actually, precipitation-wise, we are ahead of where we should be for the month so far.
Before Sterling joined us here at KUTV, he was in the Air Force.
I was assigned to Air Force One in direct support of Air Force One, but I was with the 1st Airborne Command Control Squadron.
He also served a 13-month tour in Vietnam before becoming a meteorologist and a severe storms forecaster. When Sterling left the Air Force, he came back to Utah, where he started looking for a job in meteorology.
I never had any desire or even dreams of being in television or even on television.
But a hiring freeze in the 1980s pushed him that direction.
The job I was hoping to get with the Department of Air Quality, Utah Division of Air Quality, I couldn't get.
When he started applying for other jobs, he got a call back.
He did an interview with me, and I got a job there as the weather producer at KSL.
In December of 1989, Sterling was hired for the morning show here at KUTV, joining Ron Bird.
So I'd been on a few months, and then he came to rescue the show, right?
The two carried that show together for years.
We had a lot of fun. We got into some trouble at one point, or 2 points, maybe 3 or 4.
But we started kind of branching out, putting fun into mornings. And we got told to pull it back sometimes.
A few years in, Mary Nichols joined the team.
And Mary was that glue that put it all together.
Most great journalists, Ron, and then the most fantastic meteorologist, Sterling, when they were doing their job, they were amazing. And they did a great job. But when we were goofing. And it was always a blast.
General manager at the time, Dave Phillips, would sometimes have to rein the trio in.
I called in a few times on a few breaks and says, okay, apologize for the last joke.
Thanks, Sterling. Here, have a cookie.
Thank you.
But, they were fun.
Sterling has also helped many people with their careers along the way.
And he's helped me with my career, too. I mean, I guess we kind of helped each other along the way at first. But
And some familiar faces you still see today.
I was 23 years old, looking for work, sent all my tapes to all the different stations in town, and everybody told me to go home and don't come back.
But when Sterling decided to take a few days off, Kevin Eubank was asked to fill in. His second day on air at KUTV, August 11th, 1999.
And at 12:42 p.m., I said, let's look outside, and we looked at a camera. And there was a tornado in downtown Salt Lake City.
Most definitely, it will be a rarity if it happened again.
Okay, Kevin will continue to watch the weather as it develops.
There was flashes of light, there was swirling stuff, and I thought, what the heck is that? And stuff was flying everywhere, people were running, and I immediately took out my flip phone and called the station and said, put me on TV right now.
Oh my God! It's right across the street. I can't breathe.
I'll never forget that. The tornado was a huge thing in my career.
After the morning show, Sterling was moved to weekends with Brian Malahy and Christina Flores before he was promoted to chief meteorologist.
The science was never really in question. He had that down.
And moved to evenings with Mark Cobell.
I mean, he loves weather, and he lives, eats, and breathes weather, and so he's very passionate about what he does. And whenever you're passionate about something, you're pretty good at it.
One day, when the general manager, Steve Carlston, walked by his desk, Sterling was looking at a spreadsheet.
I said, well, I keep track of my forecasts, and I score my forecasts every day, so I know if I'm screwing up, I know I need to figure out why.
That sparked an idea.
no, let's give one away when you get it right. So within 2 degrees, I said, let's go 3 degrees. He said, no, we're going 2 degrees. So that's how the umbrella started.
You are the winner of a Sterling Set It Wood umbrella.
And thanks to Sterling's accurate forecast, it's been a huge success.
There's a lot of people out there with a Sterling Set It Wood umbrella.
And we still have a few light snow showers.
Through it all, from forecasting snowstorms
And the weekend is just looking spectacular with
to record heat and drought. Sterling's passion for his coworkers,
everybody needs to slow down tomorrow morning,
and especially the viewers, has shown through.
Sterling has a very kind heart, and he was always very good to me. I kind of look back in time now, and it's really raced by so fast, but I kind of feel sad that this part of it is over.
Sterling's impact is probably
Sterling Poulson.
Hi, guys.
professionalism, that you can be the professional you are and also have a blast. Because he genuinely cares about his profession. He genuinely cares about every viewer who's getting his forecast.
Coming up in just a couple of minutes, I plan to keep doing a forecast every day at home. I've been keeping this database of my forecasts for 20 years, and it's hard for me to think I'm just going to turn it off. So I'll probably keep doing that, just because who knows when I might have to come back in and do that.
I'm going to go on TV in about... Sterling, I'm on now.
Welcome back. It's not every day that the entire weather team is together at the exact same time. And of course, we have Lindsay Storrs, Jill Margits, Trent Parker, and the man of the hour, Sterling Poulson. We are so proud of you, Sterling. You're finally retiring. Let's first start with Lindsay. Lindsay, what is your best memory of Sterling Poulson?
Probably the first day I met him when I was an intern. I was an intern, and I showed up. It was the first day I had worked on the morning show. I had worked with the evening guys before, and Sterling's not showing up and not showing up and not showing up. The show starts at 5:30. He shows up at 5:15, and he goes, well, you have the forecast ready and the graphics ready, right? And I went, no, let me get right on that. So I'm frantically making graphics and putting a forecast together and things like that. And then he went on air and said, the intern thinks it's going to be 97 degrees. It's not going to be 97 degrees today. It'll be more like 93 degrees. And guess what it ended up being?
97.
96. So I was closer. I won.
Sterling, I watched you on TV when I was a kid. Now, okay, that's a little bit of dirt. I think we all did. But then before Sterling met me, he watched me on TV. Do you remember this?
Yes, up in
Jackson. So we have like a little special bond because we both watched each other on TV before we actually met. And then we worked together, same shift for a few years. And Sterling was just a great mentor that taught me a lot about meteorology. He has a passion for it. He's done a lot. He's done it in a lot of different capacities. And he's had so much knowledge over the years to share with all of us. Plus, he's organized, and he keeps us on track with where we need to be as a team. Another thing is Sterling always told us, you guys probably remember this, that we're the best weather team in the nation.
He says that all the time.
And really, you know, it is. It's true. But really, when he said it, he believed it, I think, because he said it with, I don't know, the way you said it made it seem like that.
A lot of confidence in that statement.
We have a great team.
Trent's been here for about a year, but Trent works with Sterling every single day.
The first day that I came in, and we kind of clicked on our love for music and weather and those kind of things that kind of sync together in some ways. And I remember walking out of the conference room, and he just slaps me on the back and he says, "This kid's hired. Go talk to Chase now."
I'm going to piggyback on what Jill had to say, you know, his knowledge of meteorology, but also his knowledge of Utah history. You know, you come in here, you think you know everything about what's going on with the data, the computer models, but Sterling's like, I remember when, back in 1985, this is what happened. So that knowledge is what I'm going to miss so much, because he knows so much about our weather here in Utah, how it's always changing, the different microclimates. It's been a great mentor learning from Sterling and all of the information that he just knows, and hopefully makes us all as a weather team better meteorologists here at KUTV.
These are great memories, and one of the greatest things for me is to be able to work with people that I can relate to and that we can talk weather. And it's just a lot of fun to discuss the forecast and and then kind of see how it plays out. But I also learned a lot from all of you. So each one of you has contributed to my career in a big way.
So what are you going to do now that you're leaving us? What are your plans?
Well, I'm not going to quit doing weather.
You're going to fill in for us, right? So we can go on vacation?
Yeah, every vacation, every holiday.
No holidays. He's already told us that.
I'm not going to work any holidays because I'm retiring so I can be home on the holidays.
Yes, yes.
But yeah, but I am going to fill in, and I'm going to miss you guys.
We're going to miss you.
We are going to miss you.
I'm going to miss you guys. It's been,
none of us know 2 News weather without Sterling Poulson being at the helm.
Like I said, you guys are amazing. I mean, the amount of meteorology experience we have here, all degreed meteorologists, and you're all fabulous. So KUTV is lucky to have you, and you guys are going to do great. I'm proud of you, every one of you.
Stay with us as we look at Sterling's service to the community, whether it was music or helping children and families in their greatest time of need.
Sterling, thanks for being an incredible friend, and I hope you have all the happiness in retirement.
I don't want him to walk out the door. I keep trying to talk him out of it. And I keep thinking that he's pulling my leg again. He's telling me that he's going to retire, but he's really not going to retire. But I'm sitting in here talking to you, and I know that there's a light at the end of that tunnel for him, and he's going to be gone. And I'm just, Sterling, I'm going to miss you.
Sterling, congratulations on your upcoming retirement. We wish you nothing but the best. We certainly have enjoyed our relationship over the many, many years, and look forward to staying in touch with you on a regular basis. All the best, Sterling. Congratulations on a great career.
Well, you know Sterling best for his forecast. Sterling has been in our community, giving back in so many ways through his music and helping others.
He's given more back to the community than anybody that I can even think of.
Sterling founded the Choral Arts Society of Utah in 1997. 2 years later, in 1999, Sterling got a chance to direct for the Days of 47 Pops concert.
But the Days of 47 committee said, yeah, we'll give you a try, but the first year you can't call it the Days of 47 Pops concert. You have to call it something else. So I still have the program where I called it the Pioneer Pops concert. And we did it. And a few weeks after the concert, they called me and said, you can keep doing it.
Around that same time, the Angel Tree program, which KUTV is involved in, was not able to adopt all of their angels. So Sterling had an idea.
Well, let's do another concert at Christmas, and we'll raise money to adopt those angels.
This year was Sterling's 27th Days of 47 Pops concert and his 27th Holiday Pops concert.
Of course, he loves music, but he has a great heart, too, because his music benefits others in many different ways.
Anything he can do, you know, he'll wrap his arms around and do a fantastic job of.
Sterling has also been involved in work to help veterans. He was the voice of the National Guard for years and directs the Armed Forces Day concert.
This charity means a lot to me.
And Sterling has had a huge impact on the Ronald McDonald House, which helps families while their children are seriously sick or injured. Carrie Romano is the CEO.
He connects in a very authentic way with families when he's around here because I think of his own experiences, and people sense that about him.
It was Sterling's late wife, Danette, who initially became involved with the Ronald McDonald House and introduced Sterling to the charity where they both volunteered. She was then diagnosed with cancer.
I learned what it was like to spend hours and hours and days and weeks at the hospital. And so I knew firsthand what it was like to be in that environment for a long period of time. But to have the children and have to be here and have to kind of carry on a normal life with the rest of the family, and to have a place to do that at the Ronald McDonald House is so amazing.
After Danette passed away in 2018, Sterling became even more involved. He's now on their board, and both he and his wife Jackie volunteer.
I'd say Sterling has had a transformative and positive and lasting impact on Ronald McDonald House Charities and on our mission.
And you hear the testimonials of the people that have this opportunity to stay there, and you see what they go through. And yes, there's a lot of death. A lot of them don't make it. And you're there to help, to comfort them. It's just great place.
Sterling has shown up not just for his own work in the community, but he supports others as well.
On Saturdays when I was doing my motorcycle ride, who showed up at the Harley shop to hand out t-shirts and to talk to all my bikers, and he's a good guy.
Sterling says his retirement from KUTV will allow him to have even more time for music and helping people in our community.
He's just the real deal, and we're lucky.
He has the thought of what can I do to help constantly, and he lives that completely.
Coming up, some special goodbyes to Sterling and Sterling's message to you. But first, a special song from our good friend Rod Decker.
He told us when it would rain and when there'd be sunlight. He told us every night at 10, and sometimes he was right. He told us when it was hot and when it would be cold. He told us every night at 10, but now he's getting old. He made us smile and feel good, but all good things must end. We'll miss him every night at 10. Our meteorologist and our friend.
So Sterling said it would, and he did. He's retiring. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations. I'm going to miss your dad jokes, so I'll leave you one, because Sterling is going to make like a tree and leaf. Have fun in retirement.
As Sterling gets ready to take a step back from television, there are a lot of us here at KUTV and around the state who are going to miss seeing him every single day.
Sterling, congratulations on your retirement. For the past 34 years, Utahns have relied on your expertise as the chief meteorologist at KUTV. This will make you feel old, but I started watching you every morning when I was 14 years old, and you've never let me down. From understanding drought conditions and wildfire season to seeing how the next big winter storm affects commuters, you've been a trusted source of news and information for so many Utahns. You've also given back to our community through the many charities you've supported and through your honorable service in the Air Force and Utah National Guard. Your commitment to serve in so many ways is truly commendable. Thank you, Sterling, for your warmth, kindness, and service. You represent the best of Utah, and I wish you all the best in your retirement.
Hi, Sterling. The way I've always seen it, news personalities are supposed to be selfish, egotistical, all about themselves and not about anybody else. But you have epitomized what it means to be a teammate and a part of a team the entire time that I've known you. It has been my absolute pleasure, and I'm just privileged that I've been able to call you friend over the course of the years, and I will think of you a friend for the years to come. You're the first person in this newsroom that really made an effort to make me feel welcome when I showed up here 14 years ago. Happy retirement. Much love to you and your family.
When I first started here, I was pronouncing his name wrong for months on air, and he didn't correct me. I'm mortified by it, but we laugh about it now.
Sterling, thank you so much for everything you have done for KUTV, for the state of Utah, and personally being one of the most welcoming people when I walked in the door here at KUTV.
Hey Sterling, congratulations on your retirement. I'm so happy for you. Thanks for being a great friend and for being a great member of the team. I'm really going to miss you, especially because you're the only person who ever sings my name around here.
Sterling, I think after many years of hearing you saying you're going to retire and now it's finally happening, it's kind of a pinch me moment, kind of bittersweet, but you deserve it.
I can't believe you're retiring. How can you do this? We have so many shared memories. When I need to commiserate about Diane or Ross or Jerry, the angriest weatherman ever, who will I talk to? Well, enjoy your retirement. You've earned it. I know we'll see you with the choir. Maybe we'll see you back at Channel 2 once in a while. Sterling, you will be missed. You are one of the good guys enjoy your retirement.
Sterling, you're an amazing meteorologist, but you're an even better person. I rarely meet someone who's so committed to serving the community. I'll always have fond memories of the concerts we worked on together for Armed Forces Day and Pioneer Day. You've truly made the state a better place. Your impact is felt widely. You're one of my favorite people personally, and I appreciate what you've done and shown and taught me during our time together.
You were basically the pawpaw, the pops, granddad, dad, friend, the whole nine for everyone here in the newsroom, and we are certainly going to miss you. And you were that way for the community as well.
Yeah, the chief meteorologist for so many years, for so many. Congrats in retirement.
He can make a 500 millibar chart seem as exciting as a Coldplay concert. His explanations of Virga, lengthy explanations, literally leave us suspended in midair. Congratulations and Godspeed, Sterling.
Well, I'll miss being on TV with my friend Sterling. I think the thing I'll miss the most is what you guys don't get to see. All the fun in the commercial breaks, his dad jokes, his songs, and messing around with Mark behind the scenes. Also hanging out in the newsroom and just talking about life and our families. But Sterling, after we've said our goodbyes, we want you to have a chance to say your goodbye.
Thank you, Heidi. Well, 34 years ago, I began a new chapter in my life. I ventured into the world of live television. My original passion for weather was sparked by giant thunderstorms in Central Texas, but never included a career in television. I reached my goal of becoming a forecaster in the Air Force. I briefed pilots and commanders and others during my military career, giving me a little experience for where my career path would take me. I'm grateful for the people I've had a chance to rub shoulders with over the years. Lifelong friends that will always have a place in my heart. They helped me transition into the on-air role. They coached me, encouraged me, and picked me up when I was down. I realized over time that my work family was a huge part of my life. Forecasting weather in Utah is challenging. There are literally dozens of climate zones across the state. Data was sparse in the early part of my career, and often we wouldn't know about weather events until hours after they occurred. Fast forward to the present day, we have more weather data than we ever imagined from hundreds of weather stations and cameras. We're learning more about the weather in Utah and around the region. This helps forecasters going forward prepare for some of the best forecasts we've ever seen. Computer models may be some of the earliest artificial intelligence products, and as the data streams in, they become smarter and smarter at forecasting weather events. The biggest problem is that weather events themselves are changing and becoming more unpredictable with climate change, a permanent factor going forward. So what we know now about weather will likely change rapidly in the coming decades. The weather team here at KUTV, all meteorologists, care deeply about forecasting accurately and giving you, the viewer, the information you need to make informed decisions every day. I feel confident that they will serve you well. I am deeply grateful to my family who over the years have been very patient with my crazy TV schedule, and I love you all. My KUTV family will change moving forward, but the friendships will last forever. Thanks for all the kind words from you, the viewers, in person and on social media. They are a perfect capstone to an exciting and rewarding career. I'll continue to be involved in music with the amazing singers of the Choral Art Society of Utah and the musicians of the West Valley Symphony. I will continue volunteering for the Ronald McDonald House, and you may run into me volunteering at the Clark Planetarium. My Facebook page will remain active, and I will always be an ambassador for KUTV2 News. For now, I wish you all the best in the coming new year and say to you, my friends and family, thanks for tuning in.